1 minute you're petting your cat and it's sweet, serene, maybe even healing. Then bam, they bite you, swipe your arm and bolt across the room like you with a problem. And then they just sit there licking their paw like nothing ever happened. So what just happened? If this has ever happened to you, you're not alone. Millions of cat owners experience these random attacks, and while it may feel personal, like your cat suddenly turned into a furry little ninja assassin, there is always a reason. Cats don't snap without cause. You just have to learn to read their signals, and today we're going to show you how. Reason 1, petting-induced aggression. Do you ever reach over your cat's back and just hit that sweet spot? For a few seconds, everything is perfect. The purring is strong, the bonding is real, the world is good. But then your cat suddenly darts away, or worse, lashes out with a bite or a swipe. What happened? Well, you accidentally triggered a cat classic, petting-induced aggression. Cats have sensitive nerve endings, especially along their back, spine, and base of the tail. What starts as soothing quickly becomes overstimulating. Their tolerance runs out, but instead of politely saying, "Please stop," they bite. Warning signs to look out for: ears turning sideways, skin twitching, tail flicking, sudden stillness, and dilated pupils. That's your cue to pause or risk the wrath. Reason 2, redirected aggression. Another classic scenario. You're hanging out with your cat when suddenly they freeze like a statue. They stare intently at something outside the window, perhaps a squirrel taunting them from a tree or a strange cat strutting down the street, even a bird daring to land on your windowsill. Whatever the distraction, your cat goes into predator mode. Tense, focused, full of energy and instinct. But if they can't act on that urge, they might redirect that frustration at the nearest warm body, yep, you. It's not spite. It's pure survival behavior. And it happens fast. Reason 3, play hunting, you're the toy. We love playing with our cats. In fact, it's an important part of their enrichment and bonding with us. But sometimes our play can trigger another cat classic, play hunting. When your hand moves like prey, they're gonna pounce. This is especially common in kittens or cats raised without litter mates. They never learn how not to bite too hard. And when we play with our hands, we accidentally teach them that it's okay. Tip: use wand toys or kickers. Save your fingers. Reason 4, sudden noise or movement, startle reflex. Has your cat ever attacked you after you dropped something loud or made a sudden move near them? Maybe you knocked over a glass with your elbow or bumped a chair behind them. Cats have a startle reflex that kicks in when they feel threatened or surprised. And since they rely so much on their hearing, even a minor noise can be enough to trigger it. This is because their ears are specially designed to pick up high-frequency sounds that humans can't hear. Coupled with their acute sense of hearing, they can detect even the slightest rustle or crash. And when this happens in their territory, they naturally assume that the source of the commotion poses a threat. So how do you protect yourself from accidental attacks? Well, awareness is key. Pay attention to your cat's body language and try to anticipate their reactions. If you notice that they seem uneasy or jumpy, it's best to avoid making any loud noises or sudden movements nearby. Instead, create a calm and predictable environment to help your cat feel safe and secure. This will not only prevent any potential attacks, but also strengthen your bond with your feline friend. Reason 5, you ignored their warnings. Now here's the truth. Most cat attacks come with warning signs. We just miss them. Cat body language is subtle, especially compared to dogs. They don't growl. They don't bark. They just warn with silence. Learn their cues. Respect their limits. And you'll avoid a lot of scratches and trust issues. So why do they act like nothing happened? Because for them, it's over. They reacted, they regulated, they reset. Meanwhile, you're emotionally wounded, searching YouTube for cat therapists. But they've moved on. It wasn't personal. They weren't mad. They just had to get that energy out. Now that you know all the reasons for the sudden attacks, let's talk about what you can do to keep the peace. First things first, break up the petting. Yes, we know you love to cuddle your cat, but they need breaks too. So pace yourself and take cues from your cat. If they seem agitated or overwhelmed, give them a break. Try interactive toys instead of petting. Puzzle feeders are great for mental stimulation. Plus, they won't bite you when they want food. Speaking of food, make mealtime fun. Use puzzle feeders to make them work for their dinner. Not only will this keep them entertained, but it'll also help them stay mentally sharp. And don't forget about vertical spaces. Cats love climbing and exploring from high places. So provide them with plenty of opportunities to do so. Cat trees or shelves are great options. Just make sure they're sturdy and stable. Finally, routine and predictability are key. Cats thrive on routine. So try to stick to a regular schedule for feeding, playtime, and grooming. This will help them feel safe and secure, which will reduce anxiety and destructive behaviors. How to reduce cat attacks at home. Our furry feline friends can sometimes be little bundles of energy. Here are some ways to help them burn off steam and avoid those surprise swipes. First, offer plenty of toys. Not only will this keep them entertained, but it'll also help them stay mentally sharp. Plus, it's a great way to bond with your cat. Provide scratching posts. Cats love to scratch, so give them an appropriate outlet. This will save your furniture and keep your cat happy. Create high places. Cats feel safest in high places, so give them plenty of opportunities to climb and explore. Make sure the surfaces are secure and stable. Exercise outside. If possible, let your cat explore the outdoors under your supervision. This could be in a fenced yard or on a leash. Just remember to keep your cat safe and comfortable during their outdoor adventures. Keep indoor plants out of reach. Many indoor plants are toxic to cats, so keep them out of your cat's reach to prevent any potential health issues. Be patient and positive. Building trust takes time. Be patient with your cat and use positive reinforcement to reward good behavior. With a little patience and consistency, you'll have a well-adjusted, happy cat in no time. Your cat isn't broken. They're not mean. They're just wild at heart. Still wired for survival. Still figuring out how to live in a world of couches, laptops, and humans with grabby hands. Understanding is everything. When you learn to speak their language, you unlock a deeper, safer, and sweeter bond. Our feline friends can be quite the enigma, can't they? Their unpredictable antics often leave us scratching our heads wondering what is going on in their little cat brains. But fear not, dear viewer, for understanding your cat is our passion. We know how frustrating it can be when your cat suddenly transforms into a tiny tiger, attacking you out of nowhere. That's why we've created a guide to help you decode their mysterious behavior. From playful swats to full-on ambush, we've got you covered. So if you're ready to unlock the secrets of your cat's behavior, click the link in the description below and download your free guide today. It's the perfect resource to help you understand your feline friend better. Don't wait. Click now and start decoding your cat's behavior. Your cat will thank you for it. Now drop a comment. Tell us about your sneaky cat. Did they ever launch a surprise attack when you least expected it? Share your stories and let's see who can top them. Oh, and don't forget to hit the like button if you've learned something new. It's the best way to support us and keep us coming up with more awesome content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.